North Carolina ranked 5th in the ACC in sacks with 29 during the 2012 season. But after losing more than half of that production to the NFL and injury, the coaching staff had a hole to fill at the Bandit position. Enter junior Norkeithus Otis.
I didn't really have an idea what a Bandit was until I asked Dion Guy. He was just like, it's a bigger version of a linebacker. And I was like, okay.
The thing about the Bandit position that's so unique is that he is a guy that we expect to get pressure on the quarterback, but also he's going to show that he's coming and bringing pressure, but he's dropping into coverage and maybe covering an inside receiver or a tight end or something like that. So the guy's got to be very talented to be able to do all those things.
After playing a version of the Bandit in high school, Otis made a tough transition to outside linebacker at UNC.
When I first got here, I was playing Sam backer with Coach Kaufman. It was very difficult because I wasn't used to, I guess, playing in space. Coach Kaufman kind of made me come in the morning, earlier in the morning, to watch film with him. And Zach Brown kind of helped me with the outside linebacker position.
When Larry Fedora arrived in Chapel Hill, he moved Otis to the Bandit spot, which was a return to the more natural pass rushing position he had played in high school.
I was kind of the Bandit guy, but I didn't really know I was the Bandit guy. My coach just told me I was a defensive end, just coming off the ball hard every time.
After dealing with an ankle injury that limited him during the 2012 season, Otis returned to have a standout fall camp and immediately stood out to head coach Larry Fedora.
You know, in camp, you saw his motor runs all the time. I mean, he just plays at a very high level all the time. His energy level, his effort, his enthusiasm, everything. You know, no doubt that he's going to give you everything he's got on every snap.
Otis has also worked hard to add more than 40 pounds since arriving in Chapel Hill, which has already helped him hold up against much larger offensive linemen.
It's going to help me a little bit more with bullying them when I'm getting a run block, being able to fit the edge more solid.
It's just nice to finally have someone that's got a little bit of speed to where you can get a little bit of pass rush or you get a little bit of pursuit. He's the one guy that we've really got with our front that's got the electric speed that a lot of teams are playing with.
So how effective has Otis been at the Bandit position? After the first 2 games of the season, Otis is tied for the ACC lead in sacks with 3 and tackles for loss with 4.
I told you. I said sack right here. Sack right here.
Graduate assistant coach for linebackers, Tommy Richardson, says that although Otis is still learning the finer points of the position, his high motor is what makes him special.
He's so dynamic and so explosive that sometimes that might get him in trouble. But again, as he learns how to harness that energy, he's going to be even the better. But again, I'd rather have a high motor guy that I got to bring down just a little bit than have one of these guys low motor that I got to bring up.
And out of all of his on-field responsibilities, Otis definitely has a favorite.
It's just fun to see if you can beat if you can blow past the tackle and get a hit on a quarterback.
One thing is for sure, the more fun Otis is having, the better the Tar Heel defense will be.